Hello, welcome to Tuesday's tip from the workshop. This is an interesting little a tool I developed for gluing the top and back to the side assembly. So here it is. The best way to explain this, I believe, will be to tell you the history of how I came up with it. Now a little side note is, anytime that I'm gluing the side or the back to the, the back to the side or the top to the side, anytime the top or back is getting glued to the side assembly, it's the piece on the bottom. This already has its back glued on. This one is getting its top glued on. That way the glue doesn't go uphill, the glue drills downhill. So if you have the glue on the bottom, the glue's going to stay where you want the glue to stay, right? And it doesn't make a mess, doesn't create problems for you later. So in this case, the top is getting glued to the back and sides. So earlier on, again, a little history is when I was making a lot of guitars, I couldn't take the time or afford the cost of lining the guitar with clamps. 20 or so clamps per guitar, the time it takes to do it. It just was ridiculous. So I wanted to figure a way to do it in the go bar deck. So put it in the go bar deck, make a little diameter diaphragm for the clamping, and stick go bars in going all the way around. Now the problem with that was I wasn't getting even pressure. After I got 4 or 5 go bars on this side and put 4 or 5 go bars over here, these go bars would get loose, I'd have to reset them, etc. I didn't feel like I was getting good pressure. So that led me to turnbuckles, making a wooden go bars with turnbuckles so I could control the pressure. So again, same thing going around, but this is a whole lot of action for 5 guitars, tops and backs, and again the pressure didn't seem like it was working for me very well. Do you hear Zeke barking? We're not gonna let it go. So it occurred to me, sorry, I keep thinking I'm about to move ahead. It occurred to me I could use the same disc that I'm using, or the same shape of the disc I'm using for truing up the back and truing up the top on the sides. I could use that as itself as a clamping caul. So that's what I did. So once again, to protect the wood, the good old yoga mat, you might remember this. Take a disc, in this case it's the back shape. If you wanted to use the same disc that has sandpaper on it, that's fine. I just did enough of these I could warrant buying separate discs just for clamping cauls, but there's no reason why you can't use the sandpaper, the same disc for truing up the sides as a clamping caul. So then I had this on here, right? So I started thinking, well, this is a step in the right direction. So what I'm going to do is take the turnbuckles that were going around the outside and move them to the inside. So I had a turnbuckle for the lower bout and a separate turnbuckle for the upper bout. And I started thinking, I really think I can get away with just one turnbuckle. I mean, the thing fits together so easily, it's almost like I could just stack weight on there. Weight would do it. I thought, okay, let's try just one turnbuckle. That led me to what I ended up using for 25 years. So that is a car jack. So car jack goes in the middle. You take your go bar, stick it in here, up, right straight, there we go. Bouncy tight, just snug tight, doesn't have to be real tight. Take your flashlight, look around the bottom to make sure you're having the glue squeeze out, so you get a nice little bead of glue going all the way around, and you're done. Now earlier on, I was really worried about this creating too much pressure and crushing the top or the back, whatever's getting glued. And I think if you had a bottle jack, one of those hydraulic jacks, it would be a problem. This, since it's a scissor jack, you can feel it. You can feel the pressure you're putting on, and you're not cranking it as hard as you can. You're just making it snug. It's a very intuitive thing. It's easy to feel when it's just right. It's just simple to do. Now, so this is great because you can use the same location that you use for truing up the back, truing up the sides for gluing the top, gluing the back bracing. You can use that for gluing the actual top, the brace top and back to the side assembly. So you're getting a whole lot of use out of this 2 square feet of real estate in your shop. When I was making a lot of guitars, I had an over and under version of this that were permanently there, with the jacks permanently screwed in place. And then that morphed into a single permanent unit that I was using with 1 jack in place. I'll dig around and see if I can find photos of that and tag them on the end of this little video. If I can find them, I'll put them on the end. But anyway, it's a neat little idea. It saves a lot of effort. And I think the end product, since it's a uniform pressure, ends up being better. So I hope that's of use to you. Be happy building guitars.